So the other day I made a video where I was saying that, have you ever wondered why when you get to the bathroom, the moment the water touches your body, you start getting ideas. Some of your best, craziest ideas come when you get into the bathroom. I asked that. And then people told me, oh, look, this topic is very interesting. Can you expatiate? So that's what I'm talking about now. Have you ever wondered that? And I said in that video, one of the possible reasons is that your body is evolved around water. Your village, where your ancestors came from, is most likely close to a body of water. So your body has evolved for that. Your ancestors have been close to that river or stream or ocean for thousands of years. So your best creativity, your survival instincts, kick in whenever you're close to water. That's the source of your power. Just the way a leaf gets its power from the sun. Do you understand? So scientists did some studies and saw that birds wake up plants. Plants sleep at night. So when they hear the birds chirping, they wake up and open their flowers. They know it's morning. So the plants are listening to the birds. So imagine you take out the plant from the forest where it listens to birds and take it to another country, another lab, where it no longer listens to birds. There are no birds around. The plant can still survive, but it will be wondering, there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. I keep missing my time. I don't know when the sun is up and when it's down. There's something wrong. That's what the plant will be wondering. It will not know that its body is evolved to listen for the chirping of the birds in the morning, to time the sun, because the birds have eyes. They see the sun, they chirp, the plants open their flowers. This is the way nature is. So depending on where your village come from, where your ancestors evolved, your body is also evolved for that part. Look at me, I'm a black man. It means my ancestors for hundreds of thousands of years have been living close to the equator. You know the way the world is. Somewhere in the center, that's where my ancestors have been living. So now I'm in West Africa. My ancestors have been here for thousands of years, to the point that our bodies evolved for it. Do you understand? Some of our body genotype is AS. You know what is AS? Defense against malaria and diseases. AS people don't fall ill anyhow. It's AA every month. You're treating malaria. But your body, some people's body has evolved anti-disease. Even when that thing that shut down the whole world in 2020, I don't even want to mention the name, came, scientists still discovered that people that have that genotype still beat the disease. It's an evolution. Do you understand? So my body is evolved to be under the sun directly. I get my energy from the sun. That's why it's black. Some people will still argue that till today, that black people can get skin cancer from staying outside the sun. But if a white person stays a few minutes outside the sun, they have to treat themselves. They have to go for treatment. Their body is not evolved for it. Do you know that black people don't need clothes? This whole concept of wearing clothes came with the white man. Why? Because where they're staying, it's snow, it's cold. So they have to clothe themselves with animal skin and everything until they invented the clothes they use. Right? So, but we in Africa, we don't need that. If you check any videos of black people in 1920s, 1950s, all those ancient 100, 200 years ago, you see that there's no clothes. Even ancient Egyptians, they don't wear clothes. Go and check the hieroglyphs, you know what I'm saying? All those paintings on the walls of ancient Egyptians, they don't wear clothes. Because blacks don't need clothes. You are at your peak performance when you are shirtless. It shock you. I'm saying this so you know that your body is evolved and adapted to a certain kind of condition. When you figure out that condition, you will be able to recreate it artificially and perform your best. I just mentioned water. If you know you evolved around water, if you are facing any problem in life, go and find a source of water. First of all, go and pour cold water on your body. Chill. It will calm you down. Your body is evolved for it. Once it touches water, it resets. Then go and look for a body of water. Maybe it's a stream. Go there, wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Wash your leg casually. Take a walk around the river, along the length of the river. You will be amazed at the kind of ideas that will come, you know? The kind of comforting bliss that you will get. There are some people that they are sailors. They have been sailors for 1,000 years. Your body is evolved for it. There are people, even in Nigeria today, they say that a Ijaw man, he doesn't need to learn how to swim. If you throw an Ijaw man into water, he will swim. And you are somewhere in Canada facing challenges. You forgot that you need to go and swim. Go and find a pool and swim first. As an Ijaw man, swim. Swim. You understand? By the time you come out, your body has reset. Your mind is clear. Everything is clear. And it's not going to work for every other person because they don't know where you're coming from. There are people that evolved around mountains to the point that their ancestors have to put it in their surname so that they will always remember that their source of power comes from mountains, high altitudes. In Igbo land, there are names like Ugu, right? Ugu is mountain. People bear it as name. Ozugu. Different names that have to do with that. It's there in the name, but somehow you are blinded by it. Now you are living somewhere that is flat, a valley, plain, and you're wondering why your life is messed up. What is wrong with me? What is wrong? You are living at the wrong altitude of the earth. You need to find a higher elevation. You know, I was born in such an area where it's mountainous, you know. Ever since I found out, I said I can never live in a house that is downstairs, ever. Anywhere I'm going to, if you want to give me an apartment, give me up. I don't mind the staircase. Because I know that I think better, I function better at a higher altitude. This is real life, I'm telling you. Some people, their village is inside the forest, in the thick of the forest. That's where the village is. So the only time you get best ideas is when you are around trees, plants, flowers. When you enter into the mist, within few minutes, your body has reset and boom, you have entered spiritual. I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. So if you're that kind of person, go and find parks. Many public parks have gardens, have trees. Go and find parks, relax. Absorb the breeze, see the magic. No matter what challenge it is in life, it always brings you down. If you don't know what your village is like, travel to your village. Go to your village. And this time around, you're going with a spiritual eye and extra knowledge that I've just given you. You are looking around what the village is like. What altitude? What is the kind of thing that is unique to this village? Some people function best only when they start businesses. There are people in certain towns that are known as businessmen. And then this guy is somewhere in the office, a secretary. He's a frustrated secretary. He can never perform better than any other secretary. Until he starts a business. Once he starts a business, his body has reset. Boom! All the business ideas are coming and he's doing wonders. Where people say there is no money, he will go there and pick up billions. Go back to your village, visit your village this year. Just so that you can see what the village is like. What is it that is special about this village? What are the conditions? Once you find the conditions, you try to artificially recreate it. When I launch hotels now, I usually ask them, what's the highest floor? They tell me, say, put me there. I know why. I know my secret. I know where I get my power from. You know what I'm saying? When I look out the window, inspiration, just because of the height. Do you understand? Some people need to go for hiking just to get into that kind of environment where their village is from. Some have to go for fishing. Some villages have been fishermen villages. They have been fishing for centuries. To the point that evolution has kicked in. Anytime this guy is fishing, that's when his brain starts functioning. You know? Go and look for what your people are. Some people are warriors. They put it in your name. If it's in Igbo land, you hear Aya, Ogo. These things are in the surnames. Your people are telling you that we are warriors. They put it in the surname. It's a message to the future generation. So only when you get into combat, when you get into combat sports, combat as an exercise, after the exercise, when you're walking home, your ideas are flowing. Ideas are flowing. Even your health is coming back. You think you are sick, you're taking drug. Just starting your combat exercise, your body comes back into its survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Game mode on. So go and find what your own ancestors are uniquely evolved for. Evolution is still happening. and you find out how to recreate that environment, you see how your life will be totally different.